Tinako tō katoa and malo lele, welcome to Baha'i on Air. In this final episode, we continue with the highlights of the Golden Jubilee of the Baha'i Faith in Tonga, the Friendly Islands. It was a showcase of Tongan performing arts and other fine aspects of the Tongan culture. An opportunity to visit the royal palace of the only remaining kingdom in the Pacific, and to have a taste of the famous Tongan hospitality.
Give them thy grace to withstand the onslaught of self and passion.
And a time for reflection and devotion for the spirit. It was a reunion of diverse cultures from all over the world. Enjoy.
The Baha'is going to the palace.
The march to the palace, it was so wonderful. Everyone enjoyed it. The Tongans, they said that they were proud to be marching to the palace. There's so many different people.
Oh, we're walking to the palace of the royalty, and it's really, really exciting. It's a fantastic day.
One of the highlights of the Golden Jubilee was the march to the royal palace to pay homage and gratitude to the monarch for accepting the Baha'i Faith. The Tongan constitution gives every Tongan the freedom to choose his or her way of worshipping God. The Royal Tongan Police Band led the parade through the main streets of Nuku'alofa and to the palace grounds.
Let's say that it was announced to everybody in town, this is a march, and they were asking, what's this march for? So the people explained this, the 50th anniversary of the Baha'i Faith in Tonga. So I think it's a good proclamation.
I'm going to the King's Palace. Oh, yeah.
To see them all walking together with these wonderful smiles and being really happy to share this and to take this to the palace and feeling a sense of ownership of the faith in Tonga was, for me, it was really special.
When we first arrived, we had to, all of these 300 or almost more than that, we had to wait for His Royal Highness the Crown Prince to arrive to Bahá'u'lláh. We call it tapuakatoho. And it has to be a really, really huge pig that you must take there, about this height and really fat pig.
Unfortunately, His Majesty had to extend his trip to overseas because of medical reason. It was quite important that instead of cancelling the event, the Crown Prince, who was Prince Regent at the time, accepted to sit on His Majesty's behalf and receive the Baha'i delegation.
And we have all the Baha'is over here, dressed up, ready to present those pigs and everything out there. In the meantime, where's your tawala, mate? Where's your tawala?
It started out with the two spokesmen, we call them the Matapule, giving speech. And it was throwing back and forth from the Matapule that we went with, and also the two Matapules from the palace itself.
Of course, we prepared for weeks and weeks in advance, actually maybe 6-7 months in advance, to grow the pigs and the necessary kava that are planted, and the root crop, ufi, that is planted also. It has to be significant size, and the pig, of course, is a very significant size. So these were all prepared in advance for this formal presentation.
We did all our Lakalaka there, the performance, standing dance there. Also with the women's wealth that they made, that is tapa and mat, that we took to the palace ground. And there were gifts brought from the women's of the palace that looks after the palace. They came with a beautiful cloth and wrapped it around the men and youth and children that they were in the Lakalaka.
The Crown Prince, of course, is the future King of Tonga, and the Baha'i community is exceptionally proud and happy that he accepted the request of the Baha'is to make the formal and traditional presentation to him.
It has been a great honor and great precious for us Baha'is in Tongan that he received us in a very great respect.
The Lakalaka itself, the lyrics, was basically about the Baha'i Faith, the history of the Baha'i Faith here in Tonga. It was talking about how it developed and was brought here by Dr. Stanley Bolton and how it developed. And it also mainly talked about the principles of the Baha'i Faith.
It's really beautiful to see the formality and the dignity. You know, the human spirit loves order, loves symmetry and balance and beauty. It's really wonderful to see this embodied in this traditional practice of the Tongan people and the way that they're able to reverence and show respect for their authority, the authority figure, in this case, the Crown Prince. To me, whenever I go someplace, I always look at the traditional or the folk dance, the traditional dances, as really a way to understand the heart of the people and to see how they interact. And so to me, the traditional dance of the Tongan really bespeaks the order and the cooperation. It's really a powerful statement of unity and the joy that they're able to convey through their traditional dance is beautiful. And I'm sure the Crown Prince felt that. He remained seated until all the visitors left. Usually he's the first one to leave, but in this case it was really a sign of maybe acceptance that he did that. And this represents victory, because surely we're living in a time now when we as human beings, like the noble eagle, can activate our wings of knowledge and can now soar high to new goals. And from there, to create a beautiful future, like a beautiful world, which includes all people. If anybody's left out, let's say Tongans are left out, or natives of North America, the result always looks the same. Just like that. As we work together, we can create patterns of unity. It's like a chain. And as you know, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And from there, we can walk our path together, arm in arm, on this beautiful road of life. As we go on this journey, then together, we can overcome the obstacles, things in our way, like crossing a bridge, or climbing a ladder to new horizons, to new goals. And as we do that, then we can activate our wings. It's like noble eagles. From there, we can soar to meet our destiny. Beautiful destiny. We create a foundation. Just like here in this Kingdom of Tonga, a beautiful place, a secure place for all people, for the children, so that they can stand tall, they can open their eyes, they can stretch their wings and soar. So thank you very much, Your Royal Highness. I have a little present here, a gift from where I live. It's a quilt. It has the morning star, which is a symbol of hope for a bright day. No, I've never done anything really for royalty of that on that caliber, so that was a first for me.
In the past, other religious organizations in Tonga have had or have done this type of presentation, but it was always pure Tongan presentation. Having another culture also alongside Tongan culture be presented was very important.
A lot of effort was put into it in this presentation, and we are very, very happy that he accepted us.
Nā kawi prokalamani e tangata intiakula ko Kevin Locke me he whatogelau o Amerika.
The Crown Prince accepting the Baha'i Faith publicly in Tonga is a way that lets all of the people of Tonga know that the Baha'i Faith is not some weird cult. It is not some strange phenomena that people that don't believe in God have, because Baha'is do believe in God. And now people are starting to understand that. And that was very important.
Probably 700 people that have been attended this 50th anniversary.
We have people from outer islands like Vava'u group and Hawaii group. They're all here for the celebration.
Representative from Austria, there are friends from Austria that came.
Training and learning was another feature of the anniversary. Workshops on a variety of topics were offered at the Ocean of Light Baha'i School.
There is built-in a steady shot, but you still have to hold it pretty solid.
The producer and director of Bahá'u'lláh, Mr. Ken Zemke of Auckland, conducted a session on the importance of video recording and proper video camera techniques for archiving Baha'i events.
Because Don speaks Tongan, what they call traditional arts, which is what you have very strong in Tonga.
Mr. Kevin Locke spoke on the significance of traditional and folk art of different cultures in the Baha'i Faith.
You might as well be rearranging deck furniture on the Titanic. So you picture that.
Mrs. Mary Zemke, also of Auckland, trained her participants on the dynamics and joy of community singing and spirituality.
It's been hot, but the beaches are nice, they're beautiful, and the food is nice.
The National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is of Tonga organized a picnic on the beach. It was a beach party of joy, love, and unity, and of course, the famous Tongan hospitality in the form of food, fun, and recreation. Many beautiful aspects of the Tongan culture, especially its performing arts, were showcased throughout the celebrations. Art of all cultures is highly valued and promoted in the Baha'i Faith. The Baha'i Faith teaches that the art of music is food for the soul and spirit. Through the power and charm of music, the spirit of man is uplifted. Cultural diversity is a cause for celebration and is regarded as a strength and necessity in the Baha'i community. In fact, the watchword of the Baha'i Faith is unity in diversity. prophet founder of the Baha'i Faith, Bahá'u'lláh, whose name means the glory of God, proclaims that the earth is but one country and mankind its citizens. Tonga is New Zealand's closest neighbor, and Aotearoa was well represented at the spiritual and cultural festival.
You see on our t-shirts, the words are things that we believe cause racism or cause people to act in racist ways. Thank you for boarding wrong airlines. Your destination today is the racist wrong island, where you have no rights. Repeat.
Wrong island, where you have no rights.
And do we know what racism is?
Not sure.
Oh yeah, way. Racism is when you treat others badly because of the color of their skin, because they're different, or because you just don't like them. It's when you judge people before you get to know them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to wish you a safe and pleasant journey to our island to celebrate doing the wrong thing at the right time. Enjoy your journey.
Forward. Remember, wrong island where you have fights, not right.
Attention!
Company, get off!
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Kingdom it's a feeling it's a feeling whakahausa whai a ko, hake whainga ai. Koe kangia o mui koe tari.
We hope that you enjoyed the final episode of the Golden Jubilee of the Baha'i Faith in Tonga. Please continue to watch Baha'i on Air, Mo Mea and Kakiteano.
I learned about the oneness of mankind from the Baha'i Faith. This is it. Nobody is higher than anybody else. We should treat each other nicely and welcome everyone to our homes and things like that. And I like that very much because I think this is what God meant for us, His children.